Thank everyone for joining us today. With Respect Vietnam, about the topics that I know that you have been waiting for, and I'm very happy to share some of our insight. So you might heard a lot about agility and resilience. In this topic here, in front of you, there's a comic talking about how we can bounce back COVID-19 with agility. I'll make another question today about how would we bouncing forward in COVID-19 and needed a time to pair agility with resilience. Of course, COVID-19 represents the most shocking and disruptive waves in the VUCA world. In this new VUCA world, Ari Devo's statement rings true that ability to learn faster than competitor may be the only sustainable competitive advantage in the future. With traditional structure and business model disappearing during COVID-19, entire organizations are dealing with ambiguity and insecurity on a larger scale. They are in learning mode. And what motivates them to change and learn are mostly pain or a sense of urgency. This is quoted by Catherine Lage. So the key word we're having here is ability to learn and the learning mode. We all agree with it. So, how can leaders keep up with this continuous sense of pain and urgency without burning out the workforce? Experts say that agility is not enough. It is time to pair agility with resilience so we can bounce forward, not just bounce back in COVID-19. However, what they are actually, how to paint the trait of agile and resilient leaders, and how to transform the entire organization with both of them. Again, the same keyword, the ability to transform, the resilient, the agility to transform, and the resilient to transform the entire organization. So go back to Deloitte concept about agility and resilience. It says that agile is the ability to adjust quickly in response to changes affecting customer agency operation and broader ecosystem. So literally is the way to adjust with something is not us. Some things definitely we have to live with, but not ourselves. When they try to figure it out, that resilience is to enable the whole organization, us, ourselves, our people, us, to withstand potential future disruptions. So with this kind of definition, we see that the difference between the two. And Deloitte came to the definition saying that resilient organizations create continuous plans to guide agile responses. Agility allows responses to be surge and allowing for resilience with low investment redundancy. That's how the combination, the interaction, and how them actually agility and resilience go together. We believing that there's some ways to make it simpler from our own languages. What you see, going to an all-in global expert already told us. On the left-hand side, you see this little elastic, just feel really stressed. And so he said, if you agility only, you try to make things really fast. You respond with the need of customer, the need of a market, and just so many ways to stress ourselves too much. And under the term as one of expert, it creating FR agile, fragile. So agile cannot be fragile. And in fact, when you press ourselves too much, the whole organization actually going down, not going forward. And this is a simple way to explain how it look. And we believe that with agility and resilience, we actually can bounce forward. what you see on the right-hand side. Simple way to look at that. That's what we love with We at Work and Respect Vietnam. We got to get things simple without too much wording of definition. But we still need to make definition. So the whole idea is there. The more agile the company, the more personal stress employee experience. Back to 2018, surveyed on 471 North American company, talking about agility and changes. Number 2, focusing on agility without also developing resilience can lead to increased stress and business results that fall short of expectations. Back to Humana study back to 2017. And pursuing agility without investing in resiliency is risky because it creates fragility, unsupported exposure to surprises and shock. So, company that has in foresight to develop higher level of agility and resilience, among them especially their employees, which are more competitive and profitable than their peer, even in highly turbulent environment. And I give you agility and resilience. Some important point by Makin et al. Organizations should develop both agility and resilience together, and that this should be done across multiple levels that include individual, teams, and leaders. It's something that we cannot say no to. We all agree with this important point. So, from our perspective, we work and from Respect Vietnam, believing that agility versus resilience should make our simple way of looking at it. On the left-hand side for agility, we think that ability to visibility, which means the perception of a current change, what we see change affecting us. Number 2 of agility is speed. We have or any reaction fast enough to perceive change. That's how we actually do. The first one's the perception. The second one's to act to behavior and back to reaction, decision, and behavior. How about resilient anticipation? The experience that support future change forecasts. We don't know about future, but experience in the past actually give us some suggest. And any organization and company have experience of what have already happened, something similar, something not, or they study what's going on with their own team. We can support the future change forecast. Preparedness, organizational resilience, resistant to focus on change. So again, team in individual, every single one, team and leader, all of us as an organization, as an entire organization, supposed to providing a resistance to focus change. And that's the definition which we go for. It all talking about anything we have to do in the form of change, but we have 4 type of wording, keyword to remember, between agility and resilience, and they all make sense. But how to get there? How to actually make those happen? We have using 5 days with our experts sitting down to capture all the keywords. Actually, from different articles, the most articles and most famous magazine, business magazine, between agility and resilience at the same time. And we come up with so many important keywords that one organization, when they want to make sure the entire organization could be able to bow forward in COVID-19 with agility and resilience. This is how much we have to do. Look at the green one for agility. We have rapid decision making, speedy execution. Look like we have to go back to startup even if we're not a startup. We make sure we have small experiment. We have agile power, manpower, everybody agile. Then we have an agile organization. We work on results based. Let's not talk too much about money, but spirit really getting forward, especially in COVID-19. We cannot pay good at you, even you can be able to lose a job. Now, we also have pyramid and pancake, fruit and flat, location and consist, and clear role. We make sure the much less cultural barrier. We have a wonderful crystal communication, and that help with transparency that make things much faster and agile. Simple protocol, visualization with infographic with picture, and the rest in blue. You name it. Goal consensus, hardwire people connecting, psychological safety, teamwork alignment. But how much to remember? With work having our all we call the blueprint of a four puzzle that we used to when we talk to evaluate transformation of an organization. In organization, we have four elements as four puzzles. It's supposed to be really in sync, aligned, and they are rule, purpose, structure, and data. You take it onto account and you can break down a little bit and understand in each element what we need to be doing. But still, a lot of work. We don't mind to walk you through it next time, but it's important to say that any of these keywords can bring us to everywhere we want, but it has to be all of them. And especially all of them in one element, they have to be aligned as four puzzle really align. So again, with COVID-19 and bounce forward, and how we can bounce forward as an entire organization. Look at the little picture, and we know that we need both agility and resilience. And we would like to introduce you this very simple way of looking at every company that we're working with OKR, objective and key result on business model canvas. Our way to make sure you can work together, the whole team together with one page of change. Not so much about what we're doing in so many terms, so many keywords, and make people confused about what we should do. Let's focus on goals. Look a little target in red in the middle. Let's focus on goal that the entire organization needs to go. Because when we know our goal and how to get to the goal, we could be able to use agility and resilience in setting and at the same time achieving goal in COVID-19 with exactly four things we have to look at them first. With agility, we have to learn about COVID. The perception about new change, we have to answer the word about visibility. How does COVID-19 affect our goals? With speed, we have to answer the question, how fast can our team achieve the goal? With resilience, we have experience in the past, and we using that experience to answer the question, are we sure about the goal we set? Ability, a chance, ability that we could be able to achieve it. And for preparing it, how do we prepare our people achieve the goal we already set and we're so sure about it? So this is how we believe that simply we could be able to simplify your term, keyword, and how to make model really work for our team and make it easy. Agility and resilience should definitely align and truly become a means for you to achieve the goal. And that goal is not whatever you bring is become a goal. It had to have your whole team put together effort of study the goal, understand it, setting it, and very sure about the way we're using our resources, our energy, our spirit of really bouncing forward in order to achieve this goal that we set. That's how we